Hey guys, it's me, Ian, also known as Banbanify, and again, welcome back to my channel. I'm just doing a little bit of an update, especially to my deck Dromai, because of the fact of the B and R drop that happened like a couple days ago, and man, I'm kind of excited. Here's the reason why, because for one, it has basically just hit the control decks, ice decks, and especially Oldham, which was one of our most like if you've ever played an Oldham as a Dromai, that deck we're basically gonna go to time or at least go to fatigue. And sometimes you either get a double loss or for some reason they pull it out just because of the fact they have a lot more poppers. And that Winter's Whale band actually did a major hit for them because that's one of their best weapons to actually hit us. And I'm looking at it now, Winter's Whale getting hit. It's I mean, I feel bad for all the Guardians and basically Oldham players out there, but as a Dromai player, I'm like, all right, that's good. Thank you, thank you. The thing I also see is Belittle being banned, and to me, even as a past hero player, knowing the fact that a staple like that allows you to have multiple resources, or at least keeps your combo really keep on going, I'm kind of thankful that Belittle's banned, especially now when we're facing up against a FaB. Man, most of the best turns are literally just the Belittle with the Auto War combo because they have literally extra resources. That's like, they could just play Belittle or using a tunic counter or whatnot, get Minnowism and then use Minnowism to pay for Auto War, and then it just spirals out of control with like their combo, almost like going to 20 plus damage or whatnot. So I'm kind of glad Belittle's is banned, and hopefully FaB now has a little like, as a Dromai player, at least when we go into that matchup, there's at least a slight pivot point to at least counteract against FaB when they have like a bricky hand or something. Now, Amulet of Ice and Hypothermia, like, no lie, I haven't been playing against a lot of Icelander as much, but it's like, what I've been hearing is that with a combo with Amulet of Ice and the what was the other card that allows you to discard Aether Ice Vein and whatnot, it's such a really dumb combo. It just strips out your entire hand and then it buys them an extra turn and gets back the tempo. And I hear that was a really broken ass combo. So I mean, if I probably face a lot more Icelanders, I probably could feel that pain and whatnot. But I mean, as a Dromai player, I hear that it's at least a toss-up, or at least we have a better matchup going through it. So that's cool. But the one card I do like, the ban, would be is the fact that they banned Hypothermia, because man, that card is kind of broken. Like, I basically try to invoke a dragon, and all of a sudden they just counteract by saying Hypothermia at me, and I'm like, oh, I end my turn by just summoning a dragon. There you go, that's it. No, I can't even attack, and that's kind of sad. It's a sad feeling, and I'm kind of glad that Hypothermia is gone. So now, with that being said, what can we expect as a Dromai player moving forward? I know for a fact a lot of control. If you're playing as a Guardian, I think that you're more now leaning towards more of a Bravo than Oldham. Just for the fact that if you're going to play like an aggro Oldham, you might as well just be playing Bravo, in my opinion, because I think Bravo has a better tool set and has dominate features. Sure, Oldham can still be a tanky character and probably lean towards more of an Earth fusion, but I mean, seeing Titan's Fist, it's not that strong. You know, it's just like a dollar store version of of a hammer. But facing against a Bravo, I think Bravo might now go a little bit higher just for the fact that they could still strip out cards with your hand, because they can use pommels a lot more and a bit more proficient as well too. And even Spinal Crush is such a really good card. So I mean, we might see a lot of decline of Oldhams, which is, to me, still pretty good, because as an Icelander player, as a Dromai player, I'll take that. One less things to worry about that has a 6 popper. That being said, I think it's much more leaning now towards an aggro meta. So for example, FaB Man, I think FaB's still gonna be pretty good. They're still consistent. The only thing that they lost really was just a much more of a higher power ceiling because of the fact of an extra resource from Belittle. They might not be doing like maybe 20-30 damage in one turn, but they could probably still be like 18 or 17, you know? Again, it all depends on their hand, and now it'd still be a tougher matchup, especially since Mask of Momentum is a worst enemy as a Dromai player. With that being said though, I feel like as a Dromai player with that matchup, you might have to go a little bit more aggro as well. I still am leaning towards the Phantasm attacks, such as like Spears of Reality and Dunebreaker Centipies and even Ember Maws. But I'm also now teching in. If Guardians are slightly leaning away, I might be main decking Pierce Reality. Reason why is because it gives Illusionist attack +2. It's an interesting tech that I saw that that Sloop Droop actually used, and I was like, you're right. Having an Illusionist attack +2 to me, it's like our own channel mount heroic. You know, it gives a +2 to most of your Illusionist attack, even like your sweeping blows. Instead of now a 1 for 3, it'll be like a 1 for 5. It makes my attacks really good rate, and plus if you're trying to race, slapping down Pierce Reality, it kind of threatens that extra +2 damage towards like aggro decks, and you kind of need that just to race them. I'm also leaning more towards like dragons, like you know, still the standard dragons, but I'm cutting down some of the dragon count, and probably even sideboarding like the Marvel dragons such as Tumultai and whatnot. With that being said, I'll keep more up to date of what my deck tech would be once the ban list does hit, and I'll test it within like in our local armories and see how that goes. When I know for a fact I might be playing like some aggro, like especially dash and whatnot. So I know I've been rambling around, but I'm kind of like excited for the new meta shakeup. Now for my prediction to this upcoming meta, I think it's again gonna be more aggro, especially Briar. I feel like it's Briar, then FaB, then Dash, and a little bit of Ice. I think Icelander's still a good deck to play, because Icelander might have a fair chance, or at least a better chance against these aggro decks, just for the fact that you're still controlling them with frostbites and whatnot. It's especially on their turn when they're trying to go off, you are giving them a frostbite, putting like Winter Shield or even Aether Ice Vein. You're stripping cards from them you're disrupting them at their pivotal points. I still feel like Icelander was still a good deck against those aggro decks, and I think if that's gonna be like that, Dromai might have a chance to like at least tussle with that if Icelander still can control the aggro matchup. But again, that's just my point of view. Still need to see how it is within the upcoming meta once it happens. But other than that, I'm kind of excited. If you want to keep up to date, just again like, subscribe, comment, and share my videos down below. Give me some of your thoughts on what you think might happen in this next upcoming meta. Okay, but other than that, see you guys later. Peace.